Good morning, and it is February 17th of 2024. And the card that we have for the day is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords comes in when there is a need to discover a truth, to discover something that needs honesty brought in. We need to cut through some of the fog, some of the things that have been clouding. We need to cut through lies. And it is definitely a card that is also considered a yes card, a go for it card, a jump in because you are thinking clearly kind of card. Now, if we add in the year and do the numerology with the year, the card that we get is the moon. And the moon is a card that is talking to us about those things that are secretive within the night, the calm, quiet night when nothing is going on and it's just quiet and serene, and the only thing that's lighting your way is this big giant moon. It can almost feel spooky or ominous, that kind of feeling that you get whenever you are walking outside in the moonlight. And we've had the ace come in and tell us that there may be a truth that needs to be uncovered, something that is hidden. And being involved with the moon, it's telling me that it might even be an emotional truth that is hidden and needs to be uncovered. You need to go down that path and use your clarity, your mind with clear thinking to offer that guidance through the deep dark woods of the moon and those deep stirring secrets that maybe need to be uncovered. Now, when we uncover those secrets, those emotional secrets, cut through those secretive little lies with our sword of truth, with our Excalibur, we find ourselves in the Nine of Swords, and we find ourselves having to go through cycles of anxiety and cycles of feeling a little lost as we've tried to navigate through this deep dark woods of secrets that have recently probably been uncovered or needing to be uncovered. Whenever we look at our cards in a group, we see a moment of needing to cut through lies, needing to cut through a mental fog, because we have a journey ahead that is using that clear mind and that intuition and that, navigating that emotional world of even things that are hidden deep within ourselves. And whenever we take that journey, sometimes we are met with anxiety, sleepless nights. But it is a card that calls to, while yes, you may feel as if you are experiencing this anxiety, these cycles of anxiety, these sleepless nights, it is a card that says you're making things out bigger than what they really are in your own mind. And so whenever we go through emotional healing journeys, especially after we've had to cut through maybe some lies and some deception, and we go through the dark night of the soul of the moon, we find ourselves having to learn to shed those anxieties and fears that come out of that journey through the dark night of the soul, through the woods with the big ominous moon above us. Because while the path of the moon can seem dark and scary, while discovering more about our own emotional and mental needs can be dark and scary. It is also extremely beneficial for us to be able to look within to understand those triggers and those fears that lead us down a dark mental path, and how can we face those fears and triggers so that we feel a little bit more clear-headed and clear-minded as we move forward through those. It's a darker reading for today, but I think it's something that we don't always talk about, is whenever we do have to face our own mental and emotional feelings within and what that brings up. It can be scary, and making sure that before you do that, you're in a good place mentally, because we hear a lot of talk about shadow work and shadow journals, but those things, while healing and extremely beneficial, and everybody should do it, make sure that before you do it, you are in a place where you are actually ready and prepared to start that journey, because it is going to completely rip open parts of yourself that you forgot existed, or just kind of pushed down so you didn't even know that it existed. So it's about making sure that we are well and balanced in our mental health before we go down those paths. And that is your reading for the day. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. I'm actually off. It's my Saturday off this month, so I get to help my kids with a project. So sounds exciting. But I hope everybody else has something extremely fun planned, and I will catch you all again later.